Light you up a cigar, we about to catch a vibe. It's time to join Main and Diddy, they gon' get you right. Bringing you the latest with the music, sports, and news. Hold up with a guard, this is a taste you can't refuse. Welcome to Big Smoke, where the passions ignite. Sit back, relax, take a puff, catch a flight. Big Smoke Podcast, this your source for the best. Puff a little more, it'll help you worry less. Yeah, keep that pressure in my chest. Big bag, no stress, and I'm sipping on Texas. 25 lighters on my dress. 7 niggas, wangers in the leather. Got my protector.
It's another episode of the Big Smoke Podcast. I'm Big Smoke Main, man. Got a couple of my guys with me as always, man. We'll start off with Schmidak. What up, baby? What's happening?
What's the
Schoolboy
word, man?
1.
What's the word? What's the word, man? You know, Buckethead today. You know,
Yeah.
shout out to Q, man. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit, but yeah, shout out to Q, man. You know, I got to have a little bit of. This isn't a Sauvignon Blanc. This is a Chenin Blanc. So similar to a Sauvignon Blanc, but a little sweeter. So this is called damn, what is this called? I'll get back to y'all in a little bit. But yeah, Chenin Blanc. If you like Sauvignon Blanc, but you like a little sweeter, get you some of that. It's a great fix to get you through the day, man. And if you gotta travel and you got shit to do for the rest of the day, you make sure you go with the white wine, man. It's a little less
Talk to
heavier,
him.
not as much
Talk
sugar,
to him,
man.
bro.
So
Talk to him, dog.
make sure you get to you got stuff to do, man. Make sure you stay on the white, man. It's a little less heavy to keep you up, man. It's a little less heavy, a little less drowsiness. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all.
Hey, Schmidak on his vino tough.
He came out fire. Yo,
I love it. Talk that talk, man.
Y'all let them
Talk
know,
that
man.
talk.
Y'all let them know.
Hey,
yo, man.
he about to be Napa. He about to be Napa Valley Smitty in a minute, man.
Yeah, boy. Vino Schmid.
You got questions? I'm here for the people, man. I'm here for the people.
Definitely. Hey, and as always, man, you see who I'm repping. You see who I'm repping, dog. It's probably this last year's model, though. You know what I'm saying? I gotta re-up. You know what I'm saying? It's classic edition, man. But the bodega god himself, man. What's up, baby?
Man, well, I don't know if I can top that. You should okay to shoot. Schmitty just went tweet. Oh, what did put up the 35? Happy to be back again, you know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with the fellas. Big Smoke style.
What's up, man? So we got a lot of things going on to talk about today. Definitely want to hit on a couple of things. What's going on right now? Free agency is going crazy in the NFL. Major moves. We definitely gonna touch on that. Like, probably gonna get in that first.
Man.
It's been some crazy moves, and my 2 Cowboys fans, I know they looking at Jerry Jones like, yo, your phone working, bro? Like, pick up the phone and make some deals, dog. Because I know the Cowboys they only making deals away from the team instead of inside the team. But we're gonna touch on that. We're gonna touch on that, man. We're gonna touch on that. Yeah. The NBA got a litany of things going on, man. We got highs with top team in the West right now is either OKC or Minnesota, which is
Denver right there with them too, you know what I'm saying? The Nuggets right there, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I
gotta rip the city where I'm staying at right now. So Denver is definitely up there, keep it, you know, so low for the mile high. Yeah.
I need y'all, when y'all watch this episode, go on to the bodega. It's a bodega on Instagram and put some Mavs logos. I don't know what they got. The horse, Henry the horse.
Go Mavs, go, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Go Mavs, go.
It sounds like he's switching over to the Nuggets. That's what it sounds like.
Never. I just have to make sure respect is properly given to the current hometown team.
Yeah,
got you.
But my team is always the Dallas Mavericks, the true team of Texas. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah. Shout out to Luka and everything. We'll touch on that when we get to the NBA topics.
Definitely. Then we're gonna talk about, just for a little bit, these kids on TikTok going, bananas, thinking Jordan couldn't go left, but Jordan was dropping 38 a game. But that's neither here nor there. We'll touch on that, and then maybe we'll talk about these young kids, for lack of better word, I think Mace said it best, man. Poor shot selection,
Mm.
and then
yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback on that, and I'm gonna say not everybody needs to be Dennis Rodman. All right, we don't need to grab all these rebounds, bro. Just
For sure.
pat. I need some more
Hey,
assists.
let's say that for later, y'all. Let's
Say
say
that.
that when we dive into the topic.
All right. And then finally, man, we probably wrap it up with since the Bucket Hat Boys is on, we're gonna talk about some music, get into the Schoolboy Q album and a couple of other probably some albums that you guys never heard of, man. So just kind of bless you guys, man. So without further ado, let's get into it. Actually, before we get into it, man, I want to take time to thank our sponsors, man. Our first sponsor, man, JDL. As always, John got something brewing down there in Virginia, man. So if y'all haven't tapped in, city luxury with the rugged feel, go hiking in it, walking in it, hit the streets in them. But the JDL commuter boot, make sure y'all tap in www.jdl.com. And we'll definitely have the link in the YouTube description and wherever you listen to your audio and podcast at as well, man. Fellas, man,
Yes.
big trade on the line, man. Happened probably earlier today. Derrick Henry going to the Ravens. Now, Smitty, I know you from Baltimore. I ain't gonna say Baltimore. You from Maryland. We're gonna say Maryland. But you had that 443 area code, so I'm gonna just say you from Baltimore.
For sure.
How you feel about Derrick Henry going to the Ravens? Because I feel like big trust is about to happen, baby.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how the Ravens keep doing it. I don't know how they're continuing, and we know they're continuing to get these really good running backs. Now they haven't had a running back that's as great as Derrick Henry, but I think they they got the system. They got the system set up for a perfect running game. And I gotta believe that whenever Derrick Henry came in to talk to Ravens, they had to sell him like, hey man, look at our track record of our last 10, 12 running backs. You take a pick and see how all of them did. Yards per carry, how many times we give them the rock. They probably sold Derrick Henry like, bro, we're gonna give you the ball and you're gonna win. You got Lamar Jackson. Think about what we could do with Lamar and you in the backfield.
Man.
And what it's crazy because they've been doing it with running backs. You know, they had J.K. Dobbins, and then they had last year Mitchell. They got they do like a rotation. They usually got 2 or 3 running backs that slide in, and they do a rotation because they it's a lot of wear and tear. And I think it's the way to go. Like now, I think having 2 or 3 running backs is really the way to go unless you got a Derrick Henry. So I think they sold him. They said, hey man, you're going to get the rock. You're going to get numbers. You're probably going to be all pro. Most yards in the league. The system is set up for you to come in and think about the magic that can happen with you and Lamar. And you're going to win. You're going to win. We've already we've won without you. So you're the best running back or top 3 running back. I don't know where y'all put him in the league right now. So, yeah, man.
Top 3.
Yeah, top 3 still. He's still that.
Top 3, top 5, somewhere in that area.
He's still that. But and then you got to also think about how defenses are going to be confused and they're not going to know. Like when the option happens, who you going for, Derrick or you going for Lamar? You got the quickest, fastest quarterback in the league or ever, and then you got the biggest, strongest running back ever. Like he's 6'3", 250. So it's like, okay, you better come downhill. If you come downhill fast as a linebacker or a safety, you better come with bad intentions, or you're gonna fall. You're gonna be on your back with Derrick Henry. Or if you come with a not bad, you come in too quick. Lamar gonna give you a 1-2, and you're gonna be behind them. You're gonna be in the back of the. You're gonna be looking either way. You're either gonna get trucked or you're gonna get shook. Which one you want? And you're gonna look crazy. So yeah, man, That's crazy to me. Shout out to the Ravens, man. I can never hate on Baltimore. So shout out to them, man. And we talk about Dallas, but shout out to them.
Nah, I love that assessment, man. Casey, what you talking about, man? What you think that pickup? I know how you feel. Tell me how you feel, man, because I know I got that text.
I mean, I'm still, you're processing the situation, everything, the landscape of NFL right now. I mean, if I take my emotions out of it and just from evaluating the Ravens as a roster, I mean, it's an amazing pickup for what they have going on. It upgrades their running back position. They did lose Gus Edwards, so now having Derrick Henry, and I still believe they do have J.K. Dobbins as well. So they have somewhat of a 1-2 punch to relieve Derrick Henry and still have a nice little thump coming from behind. Pause on Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Smith said, trying to contain Lamar and Derrick Henry on those RPOs, and anytime they run options is gonna be crazy. So yeah, I'm interested to see how that offense keeps evolving and growing off what they did this year with the addition of Derrick Henry. They definitely try to do what they can to come see the Chiefs, and Derrick Henry is a good piece, but losing Patrick Queen on the defense is gonna hurt the team overall. So the offense definitely stepping up, but the defense took a little bit of a hit.
For sure.
Absolutely, man.
I know JK, I know you was questioning JK. He's a free agent right now. Nobody picked him up yet, but I mean he could still go back to Baltimore but yeah, he's a free agent right now.
Oh yeah, I doubt they pick him back up then. They probably just gonna ride, because they had 3 last year. I mean, they lost Gus and JK, so they still got a backup, whoever was the other guy that was in there, and they'll probably draft somebody.
So
Gotcha. So okay. That's some good good combo right there, because I feel like with that pickup, it puts them over that hump. But like you said, like, because they have a good offensive line, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all the football gurus, so
Pretty,
they had the offensive line to
it's pretty solid.
protect a little bit and get them yards after carry that Derrick Henry. I mean, he'll get them by himself, but now he has a little bit more help to make it happen. Yeah. One of the craziest things. Oh, go ahead, Casey.
I was saying, staying in that division, because that division really was crazy. The first 2 days of the free agency.
Yeah.
Russ with the Steelers though.
Yeah. That's all I was about to say, man. Steelers Nations.
For sure.
Let's ride. All right. What's going on over there, man?
Nah. I seen a post, a little meme that was like, he gonna turn into still got it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, Russ gonna hit him with the still got it. He dropped this whole video on his IG page of like flashing like Rocky with the city, and Russ gonna be Russ, y'all.
Never gonna change, man.
Yeah. But nah, it was fun. But with the addition to him, though, I do like what the Steelers did picking him up. I think it's an upgrade over Kenny Pickett. So the team, Mike Tomlin is always, when he don't have a losing record, what his resume shows. So I think what he's been able to do with lesser talent, and people keep not having a knock on Russ like he just falling off. He only really had one bad year, and that was that first year in Denver. Last year was a pretty good year if you look at the numbers. I think he was kind of sabotaged with Sean Payton because he wanted to get him out of there anyway. So I think Russ going to surprise people what he do out in Pittsburgh. But that division is going to be tough, too, because just real quick, the Browns traded for Jerry Jeudy. So they added to that offense. So if Deshaun Watson come back anything like he's supposed to, you got the Browns, you got the Steelers, you got the Ravens all competing. And then Smoking Joe, he losing his receivers, but him and Chase, they lost Mixon, but him and Chase still a beast.
Yeah.
And back to the Steelers, man. With I mean, they picked up Patrick Queen. I know you kind of threw it in there when we talked about Baltimore, but they picked up Patrick Queen, which I'm heard about. Just, man, it's just hard not to be salty about, like, seeing the really good players go to other teams other than Dallas, man. That, like, in positions that we need. Because Patrick Queen is a dog, and that's crazy. I mean, Baltimore can't pay everybody, but yeah, I know, man. I know. I'm gonna try not to go too crazy. They got Patrick
we'll
Queen
get to that.
Yeah, they got a dog, and Steelers look better.
Yeah. To my segue to get to that point was I wrote down, it's 2 top teams in Texas right now, man. I know it's hard to say it, and I know Houston don't have no hardware to kind of say, hey, we up there, but we got our quarterback. Just picked up Joe Mixon. We got a running back. Defense is solid. Just need to tweak a couple of things, but I think we just picked up a linebacker.
Y'all lost y'all starting linebacker that was nice, Brian Cashman.
True.
But y'all pick somebody else, so hopefully he'll probably win. But y'all got a good
Yep.
defensive coach, so he know what he's doing.
You know what he's doing.
You got
So
the nail on
to
it.
me, I feel like a little bit of a
Oh
shift is
yeah.
happening. You know what I mean?
What kind of shift?
I'm just saying a shift as far as the culture. People are seeing it. I think Schultz, I think he said, hey, when I got to Houston, they about playing football. When I was in Dallas, I was a circus act. So speaking of, with the circus act, Jerry Jones, he ain't making no calls. Don't no monkeys want to play in this circus. So what's going on over there in Dallas, man?
So before I address that, because I
And let
do
me not
want to
say
comment.
monkeys, man, because I'm
Yeah,
African
yeah,
American, man.
yeah. Good recall on that one.
That's crazy.
We give
He's
and
really
Bucky
crazy.
and so yeah, that whole context was just why it was crazy.
It was crazy.
But as far as Dalton Schultz, it's funny he makes that comment about an organization like this is the first year they had a new coach they just ran. This is the same organization. He was like, this is the first class organization that's doing everything right when this is the same organization that hid all of Deshaun Watson's transgressions and has the owner that made the asylum comment. But there's just 1 year under a new coaching regime, so he's acting like the whole organization has been this when in theory they was what he just left. He just is 1 year at it, you know what I mean? So I think he needs to pump his brakes on the comments he made, you know. But as far as the Cowboys and Jerry, man, us fans, there's moves that I believe we want us to make. And we think we want done. And we may not understand why they're being done. Like we wanted Derrick Henry, we wanted Pat McQueen. Well, where it is, rumors that I'm hearing is that like we only were offering $4 million for a running back position. Derrick Henry got 8. Until we restructure Dak's contract, restructure CD Lamb's contract, and it's another couple of deals that we have to do to free up that cap space. Right now, we really ain't got cap to sign nobody. So that's also something that's kind of handicapping with why Jerry ain't making no moves. We've got the Zeke contract from years ago really put us a couple steps behind, and we still kept playing catch up with that and that other Dak contract, and so just making these bad deals that we're still recovering from, because we're still playing Zeke this upcoming year. He's still on our payroll. So yeah. So I mean, hopefully we make some splashes. We get some stuff right. I mean, the team, the core pieces are there, but our rivals and divisional teams are improving. So we need to make some moves.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, yeah, just what you said, man. You spot on. I mean, Jerry Jones, his approach to the team is homegrown talent. You draft a player, you build him up, and he gets better, and we keep our players and we pay them. Problem is, like, they play good, and then we pay them, and then they kind of fall off a cliff, or we pay them too soon, or we pay them when they're not supposed to be paid. Zeke, when they go to Cabo, or we pay them too much, or we pay them after an ACL tear, like fucking Michael Gallup. Oh man, don't get me started with him. But yeah, we pay players at the wrong time and for the wrong reasons, and then we keep them when we're not supposed to. So, yeah, man, I mean, you can't really argue with his method of growing the talent, because we have. I mean, if you probably look at the top 5 teams in the NFL with all pros and Pro Bowlers, I'm sure we there. We have to be there, but it's just not. It's not translating to wins in the playoffs and for the Super Bowl. So I don't know what it is. I think it might, like, we definitely have the skilled players, but the type of player, maybe like the leadership, we're just missing those players, man. That's gonna come in as dogs, and it's gonna speak their mind and tell everybody to get back in line. Same thing with the coaches, but yeah, man. You can't, like I said, you can't argue with the method, but I do think something has to change with the type of players that we're picking. And then like you said, man, we got to restructure Dak's contract. we got to restructure his contract. We haven't paid Micah and we haven't paid CD. We got to pay both of them. They're gonna get the max contract. Both of them. They're gonna get max. So
Look not to cut you off. Look at what Buddy they got traded from the Brian Burns.
yeah. Oh,
He got like 100. He got like 108.
150.
So you know, yeah, 150. So you know, Michael's gonna want more than that.
He's getting a max.
Curry just got 108, 150, 180. So you know that gonna want more than that.
Come on,
CD, I think with CD,
max.
him, Jefferson, and Jamar Chase, I think they playing a game of chicken to see who signs first, so they can ask for more than the next person.
Oh yeah.
So the last one of the three that signed will be the highest paid.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So there's a lot of layers that go beyond just like why y'all ain't going out and signing players.
Yeah, it makes sense. But and then so we just gotta hit in the draft like we do. I think we do hit in the draft, but it just gotta be the right players, man. We know linebackers and beat defensive tackles. That's all I want to see this whole draft. So we'll see what happens with Gallup too.
And another point, we still got, it was like 15 free agents of ours. We got like 15 free agents off our roster from last year. So it's some players we probably need to try to re-sign and bring back too. Because like you said earlier, it ain't like we wasn't winning. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't winning in the most crucial time in the playoffs. So we're 12-win team 3 years in a row. So the talent that we had is there. So it's not like we can't just bring back what we have. But we just want us to fill those crucial holes to take us to the next level.
And that's why, and last thing I'm going to say, that's why I really want to, like, free agency is important because you bring in leaders, you bring in veterans, like, that's been in the game for 8, 10, 12 years with that veteran leadership, and that's probably been to the playoffs or been to the Super Bowl. Stephon Gilmore, I love that pickup. Hopefully we get him back. Or I wish we could get Bobby Wagner. He's a free agent again, or we would have got him. But like
on that one.
I know. And he's older, but he's still producing. And if we get him to take a pay cut, but I just think bringing in a veteran or 2 or 3 that's just going to talk and that can play, man. I think that's what we're missing. I think that's the only thing we're missing. And it's the culture. It just go back to the culture, man. I don't want to go on a tangent, but yeah.
Let me ask y'all this as fans, man, and I'm just an outsider looking in. Has anything Dallas done this free agency so far? I know we're still in the early stages and we still got the draft. Have they done anything to get y'all over the hump, to get y'all to the NFC Championship and to eventually to the Super Bowl in this next year?
Go ahead.
No, all they've done is re-sign their long snapper and they lost players.
Yeah.
As of day 2.
Yeah.
Got you.
We've lost players. And we signed a long snapper, and we got to pay people. And, I mean, I guess we just got to wait till the draft. We just got to wait till the draft. Hopefully we hit where we need to, and then we could really assess them from there. But right now, we've done nothing. We've done absolutely nothing.
I mean, there's still some players out there. We just didn't get we didn't get our first options that everybody wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's still pieces out there that can be solid pieces on the chessboard and fill out the roster, and they may not get signed for a few more days or whatnot. So it's always that first reaction of wanting to get the stars every time, and you know what I'm saying. With us being the biggest star in the NFL, you know, the star, you know what I'm saying. We already want all the stars.
Makes sense. I'm gonna keep it in Dallas, man, while we transition to another topic, man. But because I know we have free agency that we can probably cover for this whole episode, but I want to make sure we touch on a couple of things, man. But Luka, I think he tied Elfrid Payton last night or 2 nights ago with the most triple doubles or consecutive triple doubles. Correct me if I'm wrong. KC.
Yeah, it's like Ty Wood and MJ with like most 30-point triple doubles in a row. They broke the streak, ended yesterday.
No.
But yeah, he's on fire.
Gotcha.
It's like the whole NBA Jam. He's on fire. Yeah.
Is that enough? Is that enough out there in the Mavs, man?
Nah, I mean he doing what he do. I mean the roster needs more pieces. It ain't got enough They added in the right direction to keep building, but they still need more. You know, the talent level isn't as top tier as the other teams. He's just as good as any other team superstar. And then when you start going down the rosters, when other rosters look better than the Mavs roster.
Yeah, got you.
But when it comes playoff time, we've seen real quick, not to cut you up. When it comes playoff time, we've seen he's a killer, and he's capable of taking over a few games in a row. Because he got us to a Western Conference Final when nobody thought we'd make it. So,
it's true.
You know what I mean? A dog is a dog. He gonna eat.
Nah, that's true. That's true. I never count him out because you can't, like you just said, he gonna find a way to eat, or at least put food on the table. But he definitely I thought Kyrie might be that missing piece, but they lacking defense is what it looked like to me. I think on another show I was hearing, if you putting up, or if your opposing team is putting up 130 points, there's no way you're gonna win a game, right? So like you gotta keep at least for 7 games, or set in a 7-game series. You gotta have some sort of defensive impact in there, man. So I think Luka, that missing piece, is a defensive stopper. Somebody like a Drew Holiday that can come down and he can get like 15 to 18 points, but his main focus is to stop your guy. Is somebody I think would be beneficial for y'all. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
I mean, I'm fine with him and Kyrie. He just needs to be the third perimeter guy. Like you said, needs to be I don't necessarily think it would be Drew because we'd be too small on the wings. It just needs to be a lockdown defender. You know what I mean? Someone that can guard the 1, 2, or 3. And then I think we need the trade we made. We brought in offensive-minded players, so we all are offense. Even though we improved on those guys, they're still offensive-minded. So like when we have like the Tyson Chandler who he can get offense, but he's a defensive-minded guy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's protecting the rim. So that's more so. I think that would help out when Luka gets beat or when Kyrie gets beat. They running into an additional wall of defenders.
Gotcha.
And then those also they need to be 3 and D guys because when Luka's driving, they need to be able to knock down the 3 and contribute on the offensive end. But their main purpose is to lock down the other team's best guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Staying down the road on 35 heading south. And Schmitty, I gotta ask you this because you're currently in the city. I know with me and KC, our childhood chat that we got going on, we kind of go back and forth on why athletes don't want to come to San Antonio. I can be biased, and I'm from the city. KC went to school down in San Antonio, so he's got an opinion.
Yeah.
If you're $1 million athlete, what attracts you to San Antonio? Multi-million-dollar athlete.
Yeah. I think.
And now, let me before I let you go.
Sure.
The Spurs they need somebody. They need another star to pair with Wemby.
Yeah.
If they want to be competitive in the future, they need another star. So you're my real estate agent. I'm your multi-millionaire. What's gonna get me to San Antonio? Because right now I'm like Chuck. All I see is dirty water and the Alamo.
So you like Chuck? So I mean, y'all know, Texans are here. So you already know like how Texas is set up, like geographically. You got Dallas north, you got Austin a little bit south of there. You got Houston that's like east, like a little bit east of Austin, and then you got San Antonio a little bit south of Austin. So I feel like San Antonio was kind of like the forgotten city in Texas, man. I think it's always been this way. It's kind of wild because Spurs brought so many rings to San Antonio, man. But I don't know, man. I think people just don't know about San Antonio. And y'all hear me talking about it a lot now. It's like it's growing. San Antonio is a growing city. Every time I turn around, they build a new club, a new bar, a new high rise, a new apartment complex. It's really growing, man. So, I mean, in a football state, trying to promote basketball, maybe that's a hard thing to do. Because everybody love their damn football out here in Texas. So maybe it's the fact that they don't have a NFL team here yet. Maybe that'll bring in more fans. Because once you in the town, you in the city, and you're watching one team, you in Denver. Once you start watching the Broncos, you like, damn, let me go check out the Nuggets, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Or hockey. You know what I mean? I think it just might bring more fans in. So I think people just don't know about it, man. Wemby definitely helps. I know a lot of people want to do Houston or Dallas. I think Houston is probably going to take most of the fans, or most of the athletes. Sorry, most of the athletes that want to come to Texas are probably going to go to Houston, because Houston is it. Like, y'all know, Houston is that. So, and then Dallas. So I feel like Wemby definitely helps, man. He is a piece. He's a corner piece you want to build around. I know y'all had DeMar DeRozan a long time ago. He tried. He wasn't it. But I think it just takes another player to come in. But you see athletes now, they run into Milwaukee. Giannis did that. They got a ring, and now you got Dame over there. So you just gotta win, man. You gotta win. Sorry, Wemby gotta hopefully y'all draft another player, and y'all develop your players, and y'all start winning, and then maybe you get another big time player to be like, oh shit, okay, they winning, they can actually do it. Let me see what I could do out there. And then they come out here, but like they going to Milwaukee over San Antonio, but like not the shit on it, but like it's other Portland, you know what I mean?
Hold on, I don't want to cut you off real quick, but he wanted to go to Miami. Dame wanted to go to Miami.
But
He got shipped to Milwaukee. That wasn't his choice.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So
Okay.
Ruben, he trying to get out of there as soon as he can. Like he didn't choose to go to Milwaukee.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So there ain't no player. He didn't have no player option like some of these players in the NFL.
Yeah,
Do they have a player? Do they have a player option in the NBA for these?
They have trade restrictions, or a trade part, no trade clause, or
Okay.
you can have control where you go. You have some type of say, but yeah, he wanted to be in Miami.
Yeah, of course. And then those are your big cities. You got Miami, you got LA, you got New York. That's where everybody want to go. That's those three top cities, and then after that, everybody kind of get in where they fit in. So yeah, man, Wemby helps. Hey, man, Wemby got to develop. He got to start putting up 30. Y'all got to go to the playoffs. Y'all got to win in the first round, and then then you might.
That ain't gonna help, bro. That ain't gonna help, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. That ain't gonna help.
You might be able to do it, though, man.
Man, already know where I'm going. That ain't gonna help, bro. But man, you want to go? You want me to go?
Hey, like I said, I'm the multi-millionaire. I'm still not sold. Smitty ain't selling me on San Antonio.
Okay. You ain't gonna be sold. You ain't gonna be sold.
He's bringing the strip club. That's all it's missing, man. That's all they want, man.
Talk to me, KC. Talk to me. I see you smiling over there.
So traditionally, San Antonio been known as like the family city. You know what I'm saying? Real family oriented and everything. So it hasn't really been known for the youthful city. It's always been behind in the cultural aspects as far as other cities in Texas go. You know, whether it was the radio, music, fashion, entertainment, it just naturally was behind the other cities. And so what I was telling the fellas when the conversation came up was like, also like you're someone so young with so much money, it's not so much for them to do in San Antonio that they could really take advantage of all the wealth and access that someone of their stature has. And so that's why I was like, I don't think there's going to be a hard time for them to bring someone to San Antonio. And it always has been. All their stars have either been drafted and or they come from small towns or small countries. Like all their stars, Tony Parker, Manu, even Tim Duncan, they're all from outside of the main USA. You know what I'm saying? Tim Duncan was Virgin Islands. I don't know how they turned up in the Virgin Islands, but I'm sure it ain't like Atlanta and all the big cities in the US. So it's really kind of hard for them to attract a younger star athlete. And so, to Maine's point, I don't know what it's going to take to recruit someone. You know, Wemby's going to do his thing, but I don't know.
I'm with you. I try to be biased, as much as I can. You know, I know Key's probably gonna watch this and be like, "Dog, shut up." But until San Antonio fixes their infrastructure and gets better stuff, like better programs for the city, it's gonna be not a draw. Like I need direct flights from San Antonio to New York City. I need direct flights from San Antonio to Seattle, and then I need direct flights from San Antonio to Tokyo. Like I need flights. That's number one. Number two, you need public infrastructure. You need public transportation that's gonna take you around the city because everybody know it take an hour to get from Converse
Mm.
to Stone Oak, and it
Facts.
take another hour to get from
That's facts.
wherever GA stay at, because that shit's far as hell, all the way to damn, I don't know, East Commerce Street,
It's called Wheelin.
right?
Yeah. The Wheelin Estates.
That shit far. Hold
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Let's straight that shit
When
far.
you got a lot of property, it got to be put out in the out yonder.
That boy said Ryland. I just got what you said. Boy, excuse me.
Well,
That boy
on
said
that
Ryland.
though, real quick, I know, I
You said
mean,
what now?
you from here, man. So you mean, in case he hit on it, man. He used to say the culture and I think San Antonio known as a military city. You know what I'm saying? So it's very family oriented. They bringing in military. I don't know if they wanna. I don't know if they wanna bring in more city life, more clubs, more whatever nightlife to expand it, and that's gonna bring in a whole nother demographic. I don't know if the city wants that. Some cities be like, keep it, what is it? Keep it whatever. I don't know. Austin is like keep it weird or something, and then San Antonio might be like keep it family. I don't know, man. So it's just a lot of family oriented people, and it's just that's where their money come from. That's where the money comes from. So you can't really fight it. They're like, why would we go away from this if we getting all the money from this? Why would we want to add more to it? And it's probably gonna run out some people that's loyal to the city that's been here for a long time, and they don't want that. So that might be it, man. Might be a long time. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this at the end of the day, I don't think there's anything that if I'm 19 to 23, there's nothing that's gonna keep me motivated to live in San Antonio. You can tell me all the bars, you can tell me all these places, you can tell me I can go to Fiesta, Texas 30 times, but that's not gonna keep me in San Antonio. You know what I mean? There's gotta be a better situation. Gotta be a better situation. Hey, Sammy, real quick, man. What's going on with these kids in TikTok, bruh?
Man. I seen they talking about Michael Jordan. He got a left hand, which is crazy. Yeah, that's the new trending topic going around right now on TikTok. It's like they found one video or one game where he was like struggling to make a left hand layup, or he got ripped dribbling to the left. Like he's just supposed to be perfect, you know what I'm saying? And not to bash his other brother, but they get mad when you bring up LeBron's shortcomings in certain games. So it's like, dang, can we not? Is any player perfect? Can they not have a bad night or a bad outing? You know, so yeah, it's the youthing.
That's all it is, man. That's all it is. I don't even want to entertain that because
not at all.
We know. But speaking of
You there,
youthing,
you know.
Exactly. But on youthing, who's at fault, man? You got Dreah drinking from the fountain of youth? Or is Jalen Green Got bad shot selection, man. What's going on, man? What's going on over there in Houston?
H-Town to go down.
Hey, Smitty brought up strip clubs. Smitty brought up strip clubs, right? Now Houston got some.
That's what it's
I'm
at.
Jalen Green. I get it. I understand. First and
I
foremost,
get it.
I understand,
Get it.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
But was it worth it? Like, is it worth it? Strap up, bruh. That's it. That's all we ask for. Strap up.
Yeah. Practice a
Plan B
little
is
safety.
$50.
Only keep. Well, how we talking, man? We
You know, and it's pro-choice. Do what you want, Dre. Do what you want. Do what you want, Dre. But Smitty, what's up, man?
Nothing, man. You know, it just be hard sometimes. That's it. It just be, you know, it's a little difficult to,
Hey,
you know,
yo.
to protect yourself and put the vest on. It's a little difficult to protect yourself. And then you got a veteran, a smooth criminal like Dreah. She's a bandit. She's a vet. She knows what to do. She knows the tricks to the trade, man. So
She's not a mid-level exception. She's a high-quality vet. Right?
oh no. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
This
Top
is
10.
Kawhi Leonard,
Top 10.
Paul George, right?
Oh yeah. Top 10.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate real quick. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say that a young fella some young fellas know what they want early. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
You know, that might have been a decision that he was ready to make. We don't know. We just is out here assuming like, you know, he ain't know no better. Who's to say? But yeah.
Look, man. Look, this probably don't matter, and I'm a nerd, so I look this stuff up for work, for like anatomy and physiology. I just learned that the brain doesn't fully develop until 25. So this dude ain't in his right mind. He's not fully there, man. He doesn't know what he wants. And then you got a sly vet coming in there with all the game in the world and just wrapping this dude up and got him like this. Geppetto, you know what I'm saying? Hey, do this, walk here, go left, go right, come back, stay there. Yeah. So, hey man, shout out to Jalen Green. Hopefully, and maybe he more mature than us, man. Maybe his brain developed at a faster rate. Shout out to him, man. Salute.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's tough. I feel like Dre is like Chris Paul. You know what I mean? Like you don't know. You know, even better than that, man. I say Luka Doncic, bro. She don't move fast. You know, she now at this age. I don't know what she was doing with Gil back in, you know, in the 2000s. But I say she like Luka, bro. She moves slightly, you know, nice and slow, and then boom, she got you. Now you down 30. You know what I'm saying? For Jalen Green, he's down 18. He's down 18 right now. You know, 18 years. That's what he's gonna be down. So I don't know. Props to both of them. If they love each other, love is love. Like you said, KC, I'm gonna just say, hey, couldn't be me.
Same age as their son, right? Or the son older?
Son is 21, I think.
That's the wild part. That's so I think I say the choice of the relationship. I know they say love who you love and all that. The choice of the relationship is the wild part. The action of them having a kid, that may have been a conscious decision. You know what I mean? Because they're already in the mix. Just the fact that she's dating someone that's her son's age, that's wild. But as far as Jalen Green goes, you know, it is dudes out here 22 having kids left and right. Like that ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing different than what he ain't doing nothing different.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And truth be told, it's a lot worse baby mamas to have than the one we talking about.
Man.
That's all I got to say on that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone, man. Hey, Congrats.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Congrats.
Yeah, wishing him a
Hope
happy and healthy baby.
happy and healthy baby. That's all we want, man. That's all we want, man. Um, man, and just to close it out, man. I want to touch on some music, bro, and some culture, what's going on in the community and stuff like that. I don't know what y'all been jamming. I've been listening to the Schoolboy Q for the last probably week. The Blue Lips album. Smooth, I think he back on. It's not oxymoron vibes to me. It's more like it's like if Crash and on Habits and Contradiction had a baby.
Crash Talk.
That's how I took it. Crash Talk and Habits and Contradiction. If they had a baby, to me, that's what Blue Lips would be. That's how I felt. You know what I mean? But
Okay,
what y'all listening to
okay.
and what's y'all's vibe? Because y'all bucket had it out. So have you heard it? What's y'all's vibe on it? What's y'all's take on it? Talk to me.
Casey, you want me to go?
Yeah, you got it, Smitty.
Yeah, man. Schoolboy Q, that's my guy. I think I don't know, man. This might be another conversation, but when we talk about eras and like they be like, okay, that's the era I grew up in. When you talk about music, like that's when you hear a song, like that's my era. But like, I don't know, I consider Schoolboy Q my era when I was in high school at the time. He dropped Setbacks in 2011. And then Habits and Contradictions like 12 or 13. I was in high school those years, man. So him and Kendrick and all them Cole, they all dropped it when I was in high school. So I was huge on Schoolboy, man. So Habits and Contradictions, I like Oxymoron. Those probably my two favorites. And then Setbacks. But this joint, Blue Lips, man. Not gonna lie, I didn't really like Crash Talk or Blank Face that much. There was a few songs, but I didn't really get into it too much. Maybe I gotta go back. But Blue Lips, man, you could tell he just comfortable. He comfortable where he at. He don't care. You see like he kinda threw some jazz in there, but like it's like rock in his rap. Like a lot of switch ups of the songs in the middle of the song. So what's the one? Thank God for me. Like that's the one where it's fire. I love how it come on. I love those first 40 seconds. That's so fire. And then when he switched it, I was like, but I get it though. Like I get it. And then when he kind of went back to it at the end of the song. So it's probably like 8 songs that I just keep going back to every day. But yeah, man, you see I got the bucket, the shades, man, or the glasses, man. He did his thing, man. I love that he trying something new. And he trying to break the mold and just get us away from all this music that's not really music, man, and just like give us some substance, like give us some rhymes, some bars, some good production. uh um and yeah, man, I think he did his thing, man. I think he did what he wanted to do. I was listening to him, or I read something he wrote on Twitter, and he said that Blue Lips is his best album, and I think he ranked like all his albums, and I think he said Blue Lips is his best. Like from his perspective, he is his favorite, and he thinks it's his best music. So I might have to agree with that, man. I keep going back to it. You know, you get a new album, you try not to burn it up. You try not to go too crazy and get sick of it, man. But so that's what I'm trying to do. But I love it, man. Shout out to Schoolboy, man. I can't think of another rap album this year so far that I listen to.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to him, man. Shout out to Schoolboy.
Man, I don't want to say too much that wasn't already said. It's definitely a nice album. I guess something else that I've been jamming besides Schoolboy is staying on the West Coast. Well, Russell dropped that Rent and Do, so I've been banging that tough. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple bangers on that. Big fan of what he out there doing in the Yay area. You know what I mean? So yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely rocking with the Lil Russell right now too. So yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't.
Yeah.
And Bucket Hat Shaw, you repping the West. So we out here repping the West tough today. Hella.
Yeah, you got the blue on too, man, you know?
Yeah.
Got the blue on.
Cowboy blue.
Oh man, chill. See,
Listen.
that's Texan blue right there. That's what you got on, to be honest with you.
Shout out. So, never mind.
I also was jamming this kid named 15 Man out in Germany, man. It's dubstep. So I'll shoot that link to everybody out, man. But yeah, man, other than that, man, we'll chop it up again, man. I just wanted to make sure we touch bases. Gonna drop this episode out and show the world like, yo, it's hot, man. Big Smoke coming. Shout out to Diddy, not here with us right now. Diddy, he's spring break with his kiddos, man. Shout out D, as always, with the D Factory, working with the kids out there in the 850. That's the name of the shop, man. D Factory.
Nah, the first part, you shouting out D. Nah, I know it's
It's my guy, man.
man.
That's my guy.
Cam and Maeve got the world back on par, bro.
Yeah, man, we back.
Can't
We
say
had a
nothing,
10,
man.
yeah, we had a what, 10-month hiatus, man, and then they came back.
Cam and Maeve got the world going crazy with it now.
Yeah.
It's bad.
But appreciate y'all fellas for tapping in, man. I'm about to take my behind to sleep real quick. But as always, man, we out.
Light you up a cigar, we about to catch a vibe. It's time to join Main and Diddy, they gon' get you right. Bringing you the latest with the music, sports, and news. Hold up with a guard, this is a taste you can't refuse. Welcome to Big Smoke, where the passions ignite. Sit back, relax, take a puff, catch a flight. Big Smoke Podcast, this your source